Have a wonderful day, children. Good afternoon. We have been on halfway for the unit 1, prose 1, the portrait of the lady. So, from now, we are going to have the continuation of that particular topic, okay? Shall we go on to the lesson, children? Yes. As years rolled by, we saw less of each other. The years have been passing away, but even it is hard to see my grandmother, myself seeing my grandmother seeing myself. Everything is very less of time. That is too rare. Yeah. For some time, she continued to wake me up and get me ready for school. Even though one day or the other, she used to wake me up as if in the past days. She also made me get ready for school. When I came back, she would ask me what the teacher had taught me. When I returned from school, my grandma used to ask me what you have been taught in the school, and I also used to reply that. What would I say? I would tell her English words and little things of Western science and learning. Something like science, English words, learning the law of gravity, Archimedes principle, the world being round, etc. These are all geography, physics, English. In that terms, he's telling the particular words. This made her unhappy. She was unhappy with these reply. She could not help me with my lessons. Why she was unhappy? She could not help me with my lessons. She did not believe in the things that they taught at the English school and was distressed. She was very distressed, means upset. She was upset with what I have been taught. Why? She did not believe in the things they taught at the English school. She don't have that much of belief in those kind of subjects and was distressed that there was no teaching about God and the scriptures. Why she was distressed? Distressed means upset. Why she was upset? There was no teaching about God's spiritual activities, which is not their teaching and lessons are not at all related to scriptures and spiritual activities. So she didn't believe in, and also she don't like it. One day I announced that we were being given music lessons. Even one day I have announced that I have been taught with music lessons. She said nothing. She didn't even give any response, but her silence meant disapproval, which means she don't like it. She don't have any belief in this kind of learning. That he is telling us disapproval. She rarely talked to me after that. After this, what had happened in our life, my grandma and myself, we conversed very rarely. One day only we are going to speak. We don't have any conversation between us for many days. When I went up to university, I was given a room of my own. When I was joined in college, I have been isolated in separate room. The common link of friendship was snapped. The friendship and relationship between me and my grandma was cut. Snapped means cut. My grandmother accepted her seclusion with resignation. My grandmother accepted the isolation, and she went to next another room, but with the resignation. She is not interested in it, but she accepted it. She rarely left her spinning wheel to talk to anyone. Spinning wheel. What do you mean by spinning wheel? You can see on the side window, this is a spinning wheel in which olden days and all old women and men used to prepare spool of threads by their own for their dress. From sunrise to sunset, she sat by her wheel, spinning and reciting prayers. Till the day begins, From the day, beginning of the day till the end of the day, her work is to either spin wheel or to recite prayers. Only in the afternoon she relaxed for a while to feed the sparrows. During the afternoon, she'll have a relaxation. What is the relaxation is? She used to feed the sparrows. While she sat in the veranda, breaking the bread into little bits, hundreds of little birds collected round her, creating a veritable bedlam of chirping. Many of why she used to sit near the veranda and make the breadcrumbs and used to put it to the spread it on the floor, in which the hundreds and hundreds of birds will come with their chirping noise. What is the chirping noise? Can you hear it? Yeah, this is the chirping noise of the birds. This noise we always used to hear during the afternoon, because she used to give breadcrumbs for those. Some came and perched on her legs, others on her shoulders. Some even sat on her head. See, perching means standing. Standing of a bird. We can stand, but birds can perch. That they'll sit on the legs, on the shoulders, as such you're seeing in the picture. Some used to sit on the shoulders, some even on her head it used to sit. She smiled but never shooed them away. She used to smile for the deeds of the birds. While it sit on the head, on the shoulders and all. She never shooed them away, means she never said them go. She never used to ignore them. It used to be the happiest half hour of the day for her. It is just half an hour she used to spend in the afternoons, but that was the happiest hour for the whole day. When I decided to go abroad for further studies, I was sure my grandmother would be upset. When I was deciding to go abroad, that is to foreign countries for my further studies, higher studies, I thought my grandmother will be upset. I know that for sure. I would be away for 5 years because I want to go away from this particular area for the years of 5. And at her age, one could never tell. See, for the duration of 5 years, she is an old lady. Whatever may happen to her, while he returns, it is even hard for him to see her. She may even die, but my grandmother could. But I think my grandmother could, she has that willpower. She will be waiting for my arrival. I have that in my mind. I'm sure about it. He's telling. She was not even sentimental. She never showed any sentimental feelings in her face. She came to leave me at the railway station but did not talk or show any emotion. She came along with my parents to leave me, send off me in the railway station, but she never showed any emotions on her face. Her lips moved in prayers. She often used to recite some prayer telling slogans, something like that, but she never showed any emotion. Her mind was lost in prayer. She was deep inside the prayer. Her fingers were busy telling the beads of her rosary. She used to tell some slogans for each and every bead, rotating her rosary. That she was doing again and again. Silently, she kissed my forehead, and when I left, I cherished the moist imprint as perhaps the last sign of physical contact between us. When she kissed me when I was about to leave, that moisture, that slight wet of that kiss, that I have felt a great imprint of my grandma. I thought that this would be our last physical contact. Never I could touch her. It may even happen that after 5 years, whether I could touch her or not, I don't know. With that feeling, I am leaving off. But that was not so. What I thought, whether we will see her, touch her or not, I thought. But that was the thing. What happened? After 5 years, I came back home and was met by her at the station. After 5 years, when I came back in the same station, she's waiting for me. She did not look a day older. She was not older than what I have seen 5 years back. She was as the same even today, what I have saw her 5 years back. She still had no time for words. Even now, she never starts speaking to me. And while she clasped me, what is clasping? Clasping is holding one hands with the others, as you look in the picture. Clasped me in her arms. I could hear her reciting her prayers. Even now, she's telling her prayer slogans. Even on the first day of my arrival, her happiest moments were with her sparrows, whom she fed longer and with frivolous rebukes. See, even nowadays, after the 5 years, I see the same scenery in my home. In the country, she used to spread the breadcrumbs for the sparrows with the frivolous rebukes. Rebukes means scoldings. Frivolous means not serious. She used to scold, but not in a serious manner. That's a kind scold. With that scoldings, she is spreading breadcrumbs for the birds. In the evening, a change came over her. Only I know all of her schedule, no? Throughout the day, she used to spin the wheel or tell her rosaries, tell her beads, always busy her with the prayers. And between the afternoon times, she used to spend times with sparrows. This is her regular works when I left before 5 years. But a small change was happening in her schedule. That is during the evenings. What is it? She did not pray. Oh, what a miracle, no? She didn't pray because she likes prayer very much. Instead of that, what she did, she collected the women of the neighborhood, got an old drum and started to sing. She made all the women sit by her side of a neighborhood, and she started singing using an old drum. For several hours, she thumbed the sagging skins of the dilapidated drum. Dilapidated drum is just something, it is worn out, that is, it is about to tear, the skin is about to tear, slightly damaged, we can tell. Started singing, and as she thumbed means the beating of the drums. We should not say beating, we should say thumbed. And sang of the homecoming of warriors. What she sang of? She sang of the returning of the warriors, the soldiers from the borders, no? When they return to the home, what kind of songs we will sing. This why she sings, this she sings because of the return of her grandson. We had to persuade her to stop to avoid overstraining. She was overly straining. She is getting older and older day by day. No, she should not overstrain like this by singing songs, beating, thumbing the drums and all. This will make her tired. No, we should persuade. We should give many reasons. It is hard to give some reasons to her to do so. That was the first time since I had known her that she did not pray. This was the period of time in the whole day, even in my whole life, I'm seeing my grandmother not praying. Wow, what a great change, he's thinking. The next morning, she was taken ill. It was a mild fever. The next day, she fell ill. It is not too much, it's a mild fever. And the doctor told us it would go. The doctor told us, this is a mild fever, you need not worry, the doctor told. But my grandmother thought differently. What the doctor said, it will go, he said, but my grandmother was thinking differently. What she told us that her end was near. She told us that I'm going to die. She said that Since only a few hours before the close of the last chapter of her life, she had omitted to pray. She was not going to waste any more time talking to us. She said that, see, only last chapter of my life, only some of the time is left for me. I'm not going to talk to you. I'm just going to pray. I want to pray to God because I have left many of the time wasted in my life. So this last minutes, I'm not willing to waste. I want to pray, she said. We protested. We said, no, you just take rest. We said, but she didn't. She ignored our protests. She did not. She never mind our words. She lay peacefully in her bed, praying and telling her beads. She laid in her bed and just was praying and telling her beads. Even before we could suspect, her lips stopped. We are sure she's fine. We are thinking that she's fine. Before we suspect whether what's happening to her, her lips stopped moving and the rosary fell from her lifeless finger. That is, she died. A peaceful pallor spread on her face and we knew that she was dead. Peaceful pallor means unhealthy, pale appearance. When a person dies, his or her body will become chilled and everything, some changes will happen in the face. That he's mentioning and telling that we knew that she was dead. We lifted her off the bed and as customary laid her on the ground and covered her with the red shroud. Now we have to do some ritual things, no? So we have started, lifted her from the bed and we had laid on the ground, covering with the red shroud. Shroud is a cloth which is used to cover the corpse. Corpse means dead body. After a few hours of mourning, we left her alone to make arrangements for her funeral. After this, we left the dead body and went to make arrangements for the funeral. Funeral is a ritual that used to be done for the corpse before making it for cremation or burial. In the evening, we went to her room with a crude stretcher to take her to be cremated. Evening, we went her and took her corpse for cremation. Cremation is burning the dead body. The sun was setting and had lit her room. While the sun was setting, her room was lighting with some slight bright. The sun was setting and had lit her room and veranda with a blaze of golden light. While the sun sets, the room was filled with the glowing golden light. We stopped halfway in the country yard. We stopped half the way in the country yard where she used to feed the sparrows. No, there we stopped while walking. All over the veranda and in her room, right up to where she lay dead and stiff, wrapped in the red shroud, thousands of sparrows sat scattered on the floor. Why they were stopped? Because from that place to her bedroom where she was laid as a corpse, till that thousands of sparrows came there for her funeral, sitting, so that they cannot move, no? So sitting there, that was really an emotional moment, right? There was no chirping. We felt sorry for the birds and my mother fetched some bread for them. There was no chirping sound, that is bird sound. They stayed silently. Even birds knew that it's a corpse, they are going for funeral, we should not make noise. Even that knows no. Really an emotional thing. We felt sorry for the birds and my mother fetched some bread for them. We really felt sorry. We can't do anything. No, it's out of our hands. So she put some breadcrumbs. She broke it into little crumbs the way my grandmother used to, and threw it to them. What my grandmother used to do, the same my mother did, and threw it to them. The sparrows took no notice of the bread. The sparrows didn't even take a bit of bread. When we carried my grandmother's corpse off, they flew away quietly. When we took the corpse off, they flew away, not having had their food, and flew away quietly without any noise. This is really amazing to hear, and it is at the same time it's very emotional. Next morning, the sweeper swept the breadcrumbs into the dustbin. Every breadcrumbs went to the dustbin next morning. About the author, Kushwant Singh is an Indian novelist and lawyer. He used to write novels and also professionally a lawyer. He studied at St. Stephen's College, Delhi, and King's College, London. He joined the Foreign Service in 1947. As a writer, he is best known for his keen secularism. Secularism is not having any differentiation in religion or caste or crude or something like that. And sarcasm. Sarcasm is telling something like a criticism of others' works. And love for poetry. He used to love poetry. He served as editor of several literary and news magazines as well as two newspapers. He has been working as he had been working as an editor even in many magazines and something like that. Kushwant Singh was awarded with Padma Bhushan in 1974, Padma Vibhushan by the Government of India, and Sahitya Academy Fellowship by Sahitya Academy of India, the Mark of Vishnu, A History of Sikhs, The Train of Pakistan, Success Mantra, We Indians, and Death at My Doorsteps. These are his works. Works means novels and something literary work. Some brilliant literary works. We have came to the end of the portrait of the lady. That's all for this prose. During this pandemic situation, don't ignore your parents' words. Be obedient, stay home, stay safe. Thank you. Bye bye, children. Enjoy your day. Happy learning.